Okay, there's a lady to the left. Yep. Probably about 5 minutes ago now. Sorry, I said I would come back to you. You had a question around compliance on fundraising campaigns, and I'd like to come back to that one now. We good? I'm logged in as our test organisation, Hawthorne High School, but you can try this in any of the roles. We're going to type the purpose of the fundraising campaign. Fund a piano teacher for year 12. Let's do the year 10s. And we're going to do it for ourselves at the Hawthorne High School. We want to raise the funds very quickly, so we'll pick the end date in August. And because we're in Australia, we've come up with the AUD for Aussie dollars, and we need to raise $25,000. Because this school needs an approval number, that's there. And when we click Save, it says, does the organisation allow the campaign? Yes or no. In this case, yes it does, because we are the organisation. If we don't know, we have to get the approval. We click OK, and the campaign is set up, as you can see here. In this process, if the campaign needs an approval number, that needs to be provided. The permission of the organisation that is receiving the funds is required. A message will be sent to that organisation now telling them that you have set up the campaign. Now, there are some rules depending upon where the organisation receiving the funds is around the setting up of campaigns, and that differs with every jurisdiction. So let's say that our school is in Texas. I am in Washington State. The jurisdictional rules of Texas apply, i.e., the rules that apply where the organisation receiving the funds is based is the jurisdictional rules that apply. So, if I was in Washington State and I am not allowed to raise funds for a school in Texas, then the system will have alerted me. I am allowed to do that in this instance, so the campaign was allowed to go through. Where the regulator wants to know about that campaign, then an email is sent to them, and it varies by registered charity or just a not-for-profit. So, if our school is actually a not-for-profit and the regulator in Texas is not interested in the campaign, then they don't get told. But if the school is a registered charity and the regulator in Texas wants to know about it, then they will be advised accordingly. Remember, the campaign does not raise the funds. The campaign just defines the purpose for which you're raising the funds and where the funds are going. You will now need to run a series of fundraising activities to raise the funds. Each of those fundraising activities may have its own compliance issues associated with it. For example, I'm in Wyoming. I am running a raffle for a high school in Texas. The laws may say I can't do that, in which case you'll not be able to do it. The laws say yes I can, in which case you'll be able to do it. We'll talk about the fundraising activities in a little bit more detail in a moment, and we'll do a worked example. To summarise, the jurisdictional rules that apply are those where the organisation is based. You need the permission of the organisation. If you need any permit numbers, that's your responsibility. Where the regulator needs to be advised, they will be. And the rules for that jurisdiction are applied to both the fundraising campaigns and the respective fundraising activities when you come to use them. So for those in the room, if you'd like to log in different roles and try some of our different test organisations, you'll see that some people outside of the state are not allowed to participate. In other roles, you'll be inside the state and you are allowed to participate and set up fundraising campaigns. Okay, let's go off and experience this, and we'll take any more questions that you have.